Okay, perfect. I'm live. Let me just adjust the camera so you can see the mat and everything. So nice again. Okay. Yeah, today it's called bear yoga. It's focused on strength, and I'm gonna infuse a little bit of martial arts into it, but just very slightly. So it's just gonna be kind of yogic if that's a word, inspired. I haven't been able to do some for a while. My knee was hurting a bit, so I was just letting it rest a little bit. And yeah, let's get started. So we're going to get started on our mats today on the floor. So in a tabletop position, so your knees right under your hips and your wrists, with the fingers pointing forward, right underneath your shoulders. So you want your weight to be evenly distributed. So all your fingers are really pressing into the mat, pushing yourself out. Your spine is neutral at the moment. We're just going to start with a few cat-cows. So breathing in, looking up, stretching, and then breathing out, rounding the back, looking to our knees. Breath in, and breath out. Warming up the spine. When you come up, don't arch your neck all the way up. Just look slightly in front of you because we don't want to disrupt the neck. As long as you're feeling that stretch in your spine, then it's a nice warm up. And hold it when you come up to your cow. Breathe. Look to the left, to the back of your mat, to get a bit of a side stretch. Inhale, exhale, come to center. Inhale, pushing again onto the mat to really have support. And exhale, look to the right side now, getting a bit of a side stretch. Inhale to center. Now we're going to do 3 more rolls, but this time maybe use some circles with the hips as you're doing full circular articulation. Always moving with the breath. Switch the circles really quickly. Nice. Now just shifting up and down the body onto the hands and turning the wrists so that they're pointing inward, if that's available to you. Get a bit of a wrist stretch in there. Maybe moving from left to right. And then moving in circular motions again. We're going to get quite quick to start off the bear practice into a bear pose, so a bear crawl. So really ensuring that your hands are planted into the floor. Tuck the toes, ensuring as well that they have good strength. Tuck in the core, so tighten the core. So again, cough if you want to feel your core. But I hope that it's not any other type of cough. Planting the feet and then slightly lifting the knees. And exhale, come to floor. So just shake out the wrists really quickly. Hands back. We're going to do this a couple of times. And it's always going to add on to each other. So deep breath in, looking forward. Tightening the core. Inhale and exhale, come up. And start shifting up and down. 3 times. Tightening the glutes a little bit as well to keep your hips square. And on the next exhale, release back. Come up and shake the hands. All right, now we're gonna start doing some crawling like a bear. So hands planted again. You don't have to come up all the way, just a slight motion. That's actually more challenging. And then start crawling slightly forward 3 times. Hold, and then crawl backwards 3 times. Hold, crawl to the left, coming slightly off your mat. And 1 more time to the right. And back to center. And release. Coming up. Shake the hands. Woken up today with some bear crawls. Now coming to the back of your mat. Do the last of our bear crawls today. Unless you want to do more, then you can do these all practice long. They're a really, really good core exercise. So hands, again, planted. I'm just doing one cat and cow just to, again, chill out. Your spine is really nice and loose. Okay, tighten the core, look slightly in front of you. Again, tuck the toes, come off, and just start crawling forward. This time when you're up in the mat, hold up your right hand, try and maintain. You can also come down on your knees with this challenge. With the opposite hand, come down, and crawl back. Hold. Now lift up the left leg. Bring it back. Lift up the right leg, kick it back. And come down. And shake it out. And try not to kill me. So my parents are staring at me right now with absolute annoyance. All right, back as well. Stretch out a little bit. Recover from that. Bring your left hand to the center of the mat. Lift up the right hand, opening up the chest. And threading it through for thread the needle. So bringing the arm underneath the other one to rest. Have the elbow, the shoulder rest on the floor. And now bringing your left hand overhead and just twisting a bit to the side. You can have your hand or palm fully flat on the mat or with fingers tented and pushing out to kind of twist a bit more. Take a deep breath in for the nose and a deep breath out for the mouth. Deep breath in for the nose, shoulder, really stretching out those arms, getting your nice little back curve. One more inhale. When you exhale, slide the upper hand, so the left hand back to center. And bring the right hand up one more time. And twist it back to the mat. So we're going to switch now onto the opposite side. Taking a deep and lifting up the left hand, opening up the body. Left. And either tenting the fingers or keeping them balled and just pushing into the floor. To get a nice stretch onto your left hand and in your back. Deep inhalation and exhalation through the mouth. Each inhale, maybe push a bit more into the upper arm, and on each exhalation, just twist the body a little bit more. Nice stretch on the upper back. And it's just a very cute name for pose. And rounding the spine, bringing the hands back closer to the body, back into a tabletop position. Back with the kind of predator theme of this practice. We're going to go into some bird dogs, which is a very odd name for pose. So it's again a little bit of work on the floor. So bringing the right leg back, and then just lifting the left hand up. Really reaching as if there's something in front of you want to get. Maybe it's a book. Maybe it's a yummy treat. And bring the left hand up down. Bringing the right down. Now extending the left leg behind you. And extending the opposite arm. Reach, tighten the core. Inhale. And exhale, bringing everything back to center. Just then keep your hands planted and just lift up the leg all the way up from the floor. Curling the leg into a 90-degree angle. Pulse upwards. Back down. One more time up. And bringing it to meet the opposite leg. And now switch. Exhale, curl the leg into 90-degree angle. Bring it up. Tightening the glute and the core. Bring it down. One more time up. And on the exhale, bringing it back together. So we're going to bring it all together. So inhale, really well. First, just again, make sure that you're properly aligned, that your knees are underneath your hips and your shoulders are over your wrists, and you're pressing in all of your fingers. That's an arm overhead, and then also lifting the right leg. Turning both into 90-degree angle, bringing both to center, having elbow meet knee, hold, Extend. Bring just your left hand down. Bringing your right leg to the knee, but don't bring it down. And we're just going to open it up to fire hydrant. On the side, kind of looks like a dog peeing. Or lifting up the right hand, so it's all lifted. Breathe, ensuring you have the correct alignment. Inhale, exhale, curl both in 90-degree angles. Inhale, extend on the exhale. Inhale, bringing them both to the sides. Exhale, extending. Inhale, bringing knee to touch elbow. Hold. Exhale, extend. Inhale, bring the hands to the floor. Bring the leg now almost to the knee. And extending it to the side in the fire hydrant. You don't have to bring it all the way up, it's just to feel the glute squeeze. And bringing it to center. And sitting back on your heels and just shaking out the wrists a little bit. Just shake. Deep inhale. A little bit to the back. Open up the chest. Start lifting the hands, keeping your fingers shaking, having the hands meet. And on the inhale, really reaching up, coming off of our feet. And exhale, bringing the hands back, clasping them behind your back knee. Rolling the shoulders back and on the hands. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling. The hands outwards, interlace, and looking down, so you can curve the spine to get a bit of a shoulder stretch in there. And inhale, bring your hands overhead. And exhale, bring them back to the sides of your body. Rolling the shoulders back 3 times. Switch directions. It's like a lion's breath. You're really opening up the mouth, also getting a bit of a massage into your jaw. Inhale through the nose. Exhale the mouth. Through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. One more time. Start maybe massaging the jaw a little around. All predators have to make sure that they have good jaws for fighting. And again, just circle the wrists, circling, and taking the legs back a little bit, tucking the toes. Inhale, pushing into the hands. Again, make sure that all 5 fingers are evenly spaced and also have weight in them. And then shifting the weight back to your hips and coming into a downward facing dog. Just staying here a little bit, maybe walking out the dog so you feel stretching your calf muscles. And hold still, push back even further when you're looking down towards your toes. And then looking forward, bending your knees, neither jumping or stepping or walking to the front of your mat. Now you're in a forward fold. Clasping onto opposite elbows and just letting yourself side to side. Bringing the hands to the shins. Pushing in and straightening the back. In front of you. And slowly bending your knees as you roll up to standing. Do a deep inhale and a deep exhale. So now we're gonna do a little bit of martial arts infused stuff. So we're gonna get the heart rate a little bit up, but it's a really nice way to loosen the body. But it's still always gonna be at your own pace and your own rhythm and just try and have fun with it, and I'll try not to lose my balance. So try it first. Let's just twist from side to side. This is happening from the upper of the chest. Your hands are bent. You really feel the core tight as you just shift from side. Your hips and your lower body should not be moving. It's just the upper body. So you're feeling a nice stretch both in your core and in your back. Start making this movement a little faster. Holding it to one side, and looking to the back of the mat. Inhale, exhale to center. Inhale, lift up the chest. Exhale to the opposite side. Looking to the back of your mat. Inhale, and exhale to center. Lifting your hands up, parallel to each other. Inhale, reach, and exhale, rain it down behind you. Now, shifting the right leg back, the left type stance, maybe also shifting your leg a little to the left, so you have a good bouncing. So just first bounce up and down, so you feel that flow as you come up and down. So bringing your hands in the boxing position above your head. So we're just going to first do this slowly. So first we're going to punch out with our right hand, bring it back, and then punch out, twisting on the left. Punch, shifting forward with the weight. Your back is straight, you're shifting forward, so you feel a little bit of your core, keeping you balanced. To center, and forward and back. Now we're going to infuse some of that to the legs, so that you're kind of shifting back and forward. Be aware of your balance. Doing a bit of massage into the feet. And now speed it up. Punch, 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 punch. Just go at your own pace. You can go faster or slower. Just feeling kind of a little bit of a bounce. Now punch to the side. Go to your right side. And back to center. Always switching your arms. Now punching to the left. Keeping the right hand extended. Back to center again. Crosses with the arms. So you're going to punch the left hand and then shift, twirl, punching up slightly to twist motion. So it kind of helps you propel yourself forward. So punch forward with the left, up with the right. Shift forward, punch with the left, back, up with the right. Let's go. Again, as fast or slow as you want. Which is a nice full way to get the body. And again, focusing on your core, even your glutes should be slightly tense as you come up, and keeping your balance. You're ensuring that each movement has tension and power. So your arms are engaged. You're not just flinging them. You're really controlling the motion. Nice. Again, shifting this forward and backward with the hands. Bringing the other foot a little bit closer now. And now we're just going to be doing one last thing, which we're going to be punching upwards with both hands, shifting over side to side with the hips. So it's going to be right, left, and then also punching forward. So it's up, up, forward, forward. So you're punching now in a crisscross position. Up, up, side, side. Up, side, side. All right. Keep this going 10 times. Three more times. Last one. And coming both side to side, but this time also using your legs to bring us to one side, so twisting one leg as you look to the back of your mat. And come to center and switch. Hands are just in a parallel position to each other, palms facing the floor, and bent. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Now start going a little bit faster. So swinging your body from side to side. And this time your hips move as well, so it's not just your upper body. So now as you twist, punch always with the opposite hand to the side. That also helps you elongate a little bit and get a little bit more of a stretch. Now again, just keeping the elbows bent. And slowing it down again, and now just infusing the whole hand as you twist from side to side. A little bit as if you feel like you're in a performance art piece and you're playing the wind. And inhale to center, one more time, lift up the hands. And exhaling to center. Now bringing the opposite leg back, so bringing, I think, the left leg back and the right leg is forward. Your hips are square, facing forward, so you're in a bit of a staggered warrior one, if you need the yogi word for it. Again, just shifting forward. So again, both your toes are facing forward, so your back leg is slightly at a 45-degree angle. And you can have that nice bounce going. Again, you can bring your feet closer together, but further apart, whatever you need for your own body. So first, we're going to start with those forward punches. So remember, this time, left hand punches forward. Bring it back, hand fists facing the face, and right hand punches forward. Remember, you're always twisting, and your arms are engaged. And so when you come forward, you really feel that core tighten, but the back remains straight. Come back and punch. We'll start slow. Not too much bouncing going on. Right now, we're just shifting forward and backward. Inhaling and exhaling. Finish letting yourself kind of go into the pose. So now start maybe shifting forward and backward a bit more with the legs. If you're a pendulum. Now speed it up. Punch, 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 punch. You can even start like jumping forward a little bit if you want. Doing double punches. Punch, 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 punch. Just imagining there's a target in front of you. So there's a spot you can focus on in front of you. If it's me, go for it. And just punch. Nice. Now punch out to the side, holding one hand extended in the front. Back to center, and punch. Then you can just be shifting from forward to forward, or you can be slightly jumping up and down. Now hold one hand extended as you punch outwards with the opposite hand. To center and punching. So now we're going to be doing the crossing over motion, so punching with one hand. Bring the left leg a little bit more to the side of the mat. So that you bend into the left leg and then punch up with the left hand as you do the twist. So punch forward with the right, twist and punch up with the left. So shift back, punch forward with the right, leaning forward, come back, twist, and then punch diagonally for left. So let's do this now a bit faster. Punch, twist, punch up. Punch. Also, it's called curling. So curl and punch or jab. And speed it up a bit. Punch, twist and curl. Punch. Remember, you're having as well your hands under tension. So you're not just swinging the arms. Nice. Now again, and we're going to be doing the crossing on each side diagonally, both sides, and our hips shimmy. So turn it. If you have music on right now, which is great. If you have a good song to dance to, this is fun to do. So right twist, left twist. Right twist, left twist. Really doing the hips. Getting that nice stretch in the back. You can also slow this down if you want, make this very more of a Tai Chi kind of movement, or just go fast and go for it. Really grounding down and coming up. And then slowly, just again, Shifting up and down. And bringing the foot to the center. We're going to go into some bouncing. Pretend as if you have a ball in your hands. And seeing as I'm wearing basketball shorts, pass that ball whenever you come to the side. I pass it forward, left, forward, right. Forward, left, forward, right. Just keep this going. Always the core under tension. And stretching out the arms behind you, opening up the chest as if you're about to free fall. Rounding the spine and giving yourself a hug. Bringing hands overhead, clasping the elbows. Maybe holding onto the left arm. Let's get a bit of a tricep stretch. Shifting the body to the right. Exhale to center, switch arms. So now you're holding onto your right. I'm giving the tricep stretch there. Inhale, lift the body. And on the exhale, now slowly just leaning towards the left. At the center, both hands parallel. Look up. And bring the hands down. Chest in a prayer position. Inhale. And exhale, hands at the hips. And just shake out the legs a little bit. We're going to go into a little bit more. It's coming a little bit back, more into the middle of your mat so you have more space. So now, bringing hands interlaced in front of you. You can make sure your feet are parallel and grounded and have a good sense of weight. Inhaling, exhaling, twisting to the right. And on the exhale, then bringing your left leg and twisting, bringing the elbow to the leg. You can also just have your hands in a punching position like this as well. So we're just going to be doing some shin blocks now. This is also really good for the core. I'm just bringing elbow to knee. You go fast or slow. If you want, you can also bring your hands behind your head. That means you have to lift up the leg a little bit higher. That also engages the core a little bit more, but there's also a little less strain. So now, as we do this, we bend the opposite leg, and then we come up with the leg and go a bit faster. So bend, twist, coming downwards. It's almost like a little bit of a half squat. We'll do 4 more. One, hold, release, shaking out the legs. We go into a quick balance pose, so lifting up the hands overhead. And exhale, lifting up the left leg, that same leg, parallel in front of you. And then coming into a tree pose, so taking that left leg, either up here on your thigh, or it can also be down here by your shin or ankle, wherever you feel comfortable, just not on the knee. Wait. Inhaling, planting that foot into the planting that foot into the mat or towel or carpet. All 4 corners. Engaging the core, checking the core. Focus on the spot in front of you. And breathe. Once you find your balance, bring hands to chest in a prayer position. Grow up taller as someone's pulling your head from the string. Inhale. And exhale, if you want, you can also take your hands overhead. Inhaling and exhaling. And the hands up higher, maybe interlacing the fingers. Reaching up with the body, getting a nice stretch. And on the exhale, bringing that leg back in front of you in a 90-degree angle. Hands overhead. Have a crane pose here. The old Jackie Chan movie fans. And bring the leg down. I'm just shaking out the legs a little bit. Just kicking them now in front of you. A bit like that dance. I'm just kicking side to side. Horse about to get ready to start running. And coming back to center and just switch from left to right. Being aware of the weight. Always moving, always shifting. Inhale, stay still for a moment. And exhale. So your hands fall inside of you, just keep your back straight, be aware of your posture. Inhale with eyes closed, and exhale, rolling shoulders back. Stay here for a moment. You don't have to do anything right now. Inhale. And exhale. So waking up a little bit from that short nap. So now we're going to be switching on to the opposite leg with the shin blocks. So you're grounding with your feet. And so your left foot is planted. And now you're first bringing the hands interlaced in front of you, or just with fists kind of in that parallel position. And then shifting to the left, your upper body. And then as you shift to the right, bringing up the right knee and allowing knee to meet the elbow. So you start slow. You're also known as shin blocks because you're blocking with your shin anyone trying to come towards you. I feel like I should not be talking about attacks during yoga, but the philosophies are often quite overlapping. We're just going to pretend this is a self-defense situation. Now bring the hands overhead, releasing the fingers. Start doing the same thing. So opposite leg, opposite knee. I'm speeding it up a little bit. Be engaged, crunching that core as you come up. So if you can even hold it for a little bit at the top, that's optimal. So now start going a little bit faster, bending, squatting slightly, and bending the knees as you then come up. So that gives you a little bit of momentum to come up. So bend, twist. Really feeling that twist. 4 more. 3, 2, 1. And then just shifting from side to side again. Again, we're going to have those hands and fists in front. We're going to do 2, 2, 2, 2. So we're double punching stomach twist. Really tighten that core each time. Okay, speed it up. Punch, punch, twist, punch, punch, twist, punch, punch, twist, punch, punch, twist. Really turning that leg. That helps us get more to the legs. And start infusing your breath as well. So this is your breath of fire. Now turn, start turning from side to side again. So we're gonna do one last thing in the martial arts yoga aspect of this practice before we then shift to some nice basic yoga again. So now again, keep together, bringing the left leg in front, right leg slightly back, bending a little bit into the left leg, bringing the right leg up, turning it out, in, out, in, and then kicking it backwards. In, kick it backwards. And this requires some balance. Your glutes and your core are really engaged like this. Even for me, this is a little bit. Again, this is a slower motion, but it's still kicking. Okay, do 2 more. Okay, switching legs. And I'm just gonna move to the side because I don't want to kick the ball, but I mean, wherever you are. Bringing up the left leg now. First bringing it out to the side. into center, side, be squeezing that core and those glutes, and then kicking it out. Center, kicking it slightly back. Whee! And my belts got in. There, center, 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 and then hold the side, and bringing it back to center, and just shake out those knees a little bit in front of you, switching legs, just turning one leg from side to side, other leg. So now as well, like knees twisting, so your feet, you're now parallel to your mat in a long side way. So you're twisting, and hands at the hips, feet slightly further out. Turn the toes out and the heels in. Straight back. So it's a bit like of a plie position. Pushing out the knees, the thighs come out. Glutes back, but the back is straight. Coming up, so we're just going to do 3 squats, and then we're going to start infusing some kicking as well. Next time, hold at the bottom. You don't have to come that far down. Lift up one leg and just kick it out to the side. Bend, opposite leg. Kick, bend, kick, squat, kick, squat, kick, squat. Keep this going. Your own pace. You don't have to come that far down, but just come down a little bit because that helps you pull out. Okay, now kicking forward. Switching legs. Do you have any other people around them? Try not to kick them. Don't try to kick your partner. Coming down into it, I'm just holding that squat again. Shifting the legs out again, plie pose, so the toes are facing out. We're going to go into one last punching sequence and bring it all together. Just one punch out. So you turn to left, center, out, center. Let's go. Out. Again, this is a nice twist. Now punch diagonally. Now punch down as if you're trying to reach for the opposite toes. Punch center again, diagonally. Punch up, really reaching as if you're reaching for the sky. Punch to the side again. Now punch, punch, kick, kick. Punch, punch, kick, kick. Always in that diagonally. Punch, punch, kick, kick, punch, punch, kick, kick, punch, punch, kick, kick, punch. Down, opposite. 1, 2, doubling. 1, 2, 1, 2. So now I'm not kicking, but just bringing the knee up. Hands interlaced. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Switching always from side to side. So we're going on the right, 2 knees, and punching down to the right twice. 2 knees at the left, punching down to the left 2 times. It's also a bit of mental coordination, which is also good. Waking up the mind. And just coming to center, shifting from side to side. Now hand into starfish pose. Feet a little further apart. Inhaling, exhaling hands to center, shifting the hips back, coming parallel with the chest to the floor. You're in a halfway forward fold. And then just looking down at the floor, maybe bringing your hands in front of you. Bending the elbows, maybe reaching for the toes, whatever you can do, and just letting your head fall over in a wide-legged forward fold. Inhale. And exhale, shifting the weight to the left. Into the side stretch in there. Planting the left hand and opening up the right hand up to the sky. It's kind of like a side angle or triangle pose, or just parallel to each other. Back to center, crawling to the middle of the mat. Once again, inhale, look up. And exhale, letting yourself just bend a little bit deeper into the pose. Inhale, look up. And exhale, walk over to the opposite side. Planting now the right hand either on the floor or on our ankles. And on the exhale, opening up the chest. Got multiple stretches going on here at the same time. Reach a bit more further. On the exhale, bringing the hand back to the ankle. Walking back to the center of the mat. Bending the knees as you slowly roll up in each vertebra and your core. Come back to center. Now twisting the left leg open to the side. Your back foot is parallel. And then bending. So now you're in a warrior two pose. Remember, your heels are intersecting. Your hips are facing to the side. But your arms open along lengthways. Also, each always with tension, with intention. And looking forward at our front fingers. Inhaling. Opening the chest. And exhaling, bending a little bit deeper. Inhale, come back a little bit. Exhale, bend a bit deeper. Do 3 more. Holding at the bottom. Taking 3 more deep breaths to the nose. And exhale to the mouth. Flipping the front palm, shifting forward with the body, and coming back into a peaceful warrior. So your hand comes either onto your upper thigh, or down onto your calf, just not on your knee. Front leg remains bent, and you're looking up at your left hand. Inhale. And exhale, using the core to bring it back to center, letting that front leg stay bent and move. Extending the leg. Shifting forward, flipping the palm from palm, and then coming down into an actual extended side angle. Your hands can either tent or come all the way to the floor, or just stay on your leg as you push out to really open up that side chest. Inhaling and exhaling. Now, reining with your leg. Your fingertips are tented, so maybe push out them a little bit more to straighten the back. You can also have your hands on your knee up and down. Letting the back leg fall down to the floor, so you're in a low lunge. Front leg stays bent, so you get a nice little stretch here. And then coming up, bringing the hands to your knee and pushing out, opening up the chest. Starting up, inhale, exhale, bend a bit deeper, but at the same time push away. So it's opposing forces happening. And then coming to center, just having the knee bent. Inhaling, hands up. Exhaling, bringing them down. Now inside of your legs, so shift the left leg even further to the side. And then you can either stay here and shift from side to side, or you can come down into lizard pose, bringing your elbows down, having your elbows and your ankles aligned, and just shift from side to side. Leg fall out to the left side. You can also just stay up as well. Let the left leg just fall out. Or you can also put your hand into the neck and push it out a little bit and turn to the back. Get that nice stretch. And hands back down. Tucking toe. Bringing the arm back around the leg, so your left leg is more in the center of the mat. Looking forward one more time, tucking the toes, coming into that low lunge, shifting up and down, coming onto fingertips, planting the back leg down, and then coming up into warrior two again. The left front leg bent. Inhaling. Exhaling, extending the leg, and bringing it back to parallel. Bringing the legs underneath the elbows. Placing hands behind the head. Looking out, maybe pushing a bit into the hand to the head. Shifting to the left, maybe side stretch. To center, sit side. Going ahead. So now I'm just going to show a nice stretch that you can do, especially if you're working at the desk all day. You can use literally seated. Your hands are interlaced behind your head. You open up the chest, press out the elbows. You inhale on the exhale, you curl your spine and push the elbows to knee. It's a great stretch to get into the shoulder muscles in the back a bit, especially if you're sitting down at all. So your arms are in tension with this as well, and your core as well as you come in and round. Next one, hold it. Really curling, trying to get those elbows almost to touch, pretending. Back to center, taking one side of the hand, bringing the opposite hand down to the hip, and just using the hand to kind of push the head down a little bit. The center and switch. Both hands on the hips, just roll. Side. Turning now the right leg to the back of the mat. Your back foot is in a parallel position. Your heels are aligned. Inhale and exhaling, bending into warrior two, extending the arms, looking forward at the front fingertips. Bending down. Inhaling. Breaths. Always going with this movement. Be mindful of every muscle in your body right now. Hold. Reach forward with the hand, flip the front palm, and come back into a peaceful warrior. And look up at the hand, keeping the front leg bent. Inhaling. And exhaling, bending a bit deeper. And on the inhale, coming back to center using the core. Extending the front leg, reaching forward, and then coming into our triangle. Inhaling. And exhaling, bringing the top hand down. Shifting the right leg a bit to the side, and the left leg a bit to the opposite side. Getting that nice stretch in your calf muscle, so be trying to straighten the back, look forward. Inhale. So we'll be bended deeper, shifting the hips back. Again, you can have also your hands right here on your shoulder if you want. Or all the way on the floor, tented, or palms. Just let the head fall down a bit. You might be more or less flexible on the side. The body is always very different. Inhale back, looking in front of you and bending that leg, shifting the left leg a bit more to the side. Shifting up and down in this low lunge. Letting now the back leg, left leg fall down. And coming up, pushing into our right knee as we open up the chest into this kind of opposing portion as we're both shifting forward but also really pushing back. Inhaling, exhaling, pushing a little bit deeper, getting that nice stretch here inside your thigh. And exhale, bringing the hands into the mat. Bringing now, shifting the right leg more to the side of the mat. Your hands in on the side of your legs. You can Open up now the right leg to the side. So you're coming onto the side, the toes pointing upwards. You can stay here and shift from side to side in a high lizard pose, or you can bring down your elbows onto the mat, ensuring that everything's parallel and shifting side to side. These lizard pose. Coming back onto your hands, now pushing into the right leg and twisting to the side. Coming back to center, we move back, up, tucking the toes, coming into that higher lunge. And then twisting the back leg, the left leg, and coming back into the warrior two. Inhale, bend a little bit deeper. And exhale, extend the front leg and twist it back to parallel, maybe bring the legs a bit in. Just gonna pigeon toe the feet, so bring the toes in but the heels out. And with the hips rolling back, interlacing the hands behind the body, pulling down, opening up the chest. Inhaling and exhaling. Releasing everything, shifting from side to side, letting your hands come down. Now hands parallel and shift again from side to side as well, just doing some slight twisting. Hands again, together, shifting the body to the side, bringing legs together, bending your legs. Hands at prayer position in your chest. Your hands feet are slightly further than hips width apart. Really turning the toes outward, so you're in a prayer position, the first position. Shifting the glutes and the weight back as you come down to squat. Into a malasana squat. So the position, really push using your elbows to open up the legs and just shifting from side to side. You as well now planting your hands by your knees and just pushing down. A bit of a shoulder stretching there and opening the legs. Now started raining. And then planting our thumb down on the floor, legs in front of you. Shifting back a little bit onto the mat. And just letting the legs windshield wiper from side to side. Rolling to one side, we're going to shift there. The opposite side. Bring your feet now to touch in butterfly position. Massage your feet really, really quickly. And then just start butterflying your legs, letting them come up and down a little bit. Loosening them up. And now holding either onto our toes or onto our feet or our ankles. Shifting forward with straight back. This is enough for you, just stay here and just shift from side to side. Or if you can, really press your elbows into the legs and come forward. You're going to stretch. Inhale and exhale. And then grounding back to center, extending your left leg in front of you. Turning the right leg over. Wrapping your hand around the opposite leg, pushing down and twisting open to the side. There's a side twist in there, looking to the back of your mat. Keep hugging that knee to the chest. And then inhale, pushing out of the mat. Exhale to center. Switching legs. Left leg over right, and hugging that left leg. Your right hand, and then bringing your left hand behind you, push it. Using your left hand to kickstand as you twist, looking to the back of the mat. Inhale, pull the right in. Exhale, twist. Inhale. So back to center, extending both legs in front of you. Hands behind you. Just coming slightly up, and just again twisting from side to side with the hips. Coming down, and even further back, bending the knees, hands in front of you, reaching forward, and slowly, core and mind, slow as you can possibly go, even slower than you think, coming down, having your head be the last thing to touch the floor, hugging your knees into the chest, just rolling from side to side. Bending your legs over you, extending your hands so your legs are in a tabletop position on your back. And then 90 degree angle, your hands are also lifted. You start shaking it out. This is called dead bug. You kind of look like a dead bug. Leaning around. And then toward extending the legs overhead, extending the arms. Open your legs up to the side. Bending. And then hugging your knees into the chest. And rolling from side to side. Deep inhalation, a hug. Maybe bringing your nose to the knee. And exhalation, extending everything alongside your mat. Into your, I'm going to call it hibernation, the bear theme. Okay, gonna hibernate here a little bit. Now to the nose. So we're going to do some quick breath work before we fully let go. So we're going to do some of that lion's breath again. So inhale through the nose. And this is 5 more times. Inhale and then lion's breath out. Really feeling the jaw stretch. Inhale. Feeling your belly expand. One more time, make this your best one. Just breathing normally. The hands can be on the belly or extended alongside of you. Feeling the normal inhale and exhalation. Noticing how your body is feeling. Feeling better or worse. I don't know how good I did this time. Noticing how your fingers feel, your toes feel, how your core feels, how your back feels, how your legs feel, how your jaw feels. Just how you feel in general today. Noticing any tension still there, or if you feel any tension has been released. Inhaling and exhaling. Start turning the head from side to side, giving your neck and the back of your head a bit of a massage. Inhaling and exhaling. Fingers and the toes just kind of do the sparkly motions, bringing them up and down. Bending our hands or elbows, bringing the hands in the goalpost position alongside of us. Inhaling, exhale, shifting the legs back, bending the knees, and then windshield wiping them from side to side. Put another back stretch in there. These glutes, and lower back. And then hugging the knees to the chest. Rocking from side to side. Inhale. Right hand depending on how you felt. Extended opposite you and you look the opposite side. Inhale, exhale, bringing the hand overhead onto the floor. So push ourselves up. hands are on our knees. Rolling the shoulders back, opening up the chest, shifting from left to the right, and side to side. Start maybe doing some prowls, the body, forward, switching directions. Now rolling the shoulders back. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, hands up to the sky to meet. You reach up as if someone's pulling you upwards. Palms meeting. And exhale, bring the hands in a prayer position down to your chest. Rolling down. Inhale. And exhale. Namaste. I hope you guys enjoyed this strange practice today. If you liked it or didn't like it, let me know. If you want to have more normal yoga. And again, any requests for when you want the practice to be, how long, or what type. If you want to have more stretching or calm or more enthusiastic, let me know. Also, just doing kind of secondary advertising here. Right, literally, yeah, right now is the Global UN Conference on the Socioeconomic Policy for COVID-19. So it's being live streamed right now at UN Web TV. So you can search that up, and they're, talking about kind of general global recommendations and what the now priorities all day and sometimes also nights. So I'm quite proud as well of my dad because he's also going to be part of the presentation right now. So if you want to check that out now, go for it. It's going to streaming, and yeah, I hope all of you have a lovely day, and yeah, bye.